Shalom, my brothers and sisters in Yahuwah Elohim, and welcome to our Midweek Bible study. Praise Yahuwah, Elohim of the universe, and glorify His name. Well, gang, tonight we're going to be continuing in Yehoshua, which is Joshua. And tonight we're going to be doing chapters 19, 20, and 21. And we're getting close to the end of Joshua. So go ahead and grab your Bibles and we'll get started this evening. I hope everybody's having a good week. We're halfway through, gang. Halfway through. Alright. Grab a drink of water while everybody's getting settled and we'll go. Maybe I ought to clean my glasses real quick. You'll have to excuse me. They're dirty. Let's see here. Oh boy, you guys get to watch me clean my glasses. Can't see out of them. I'm sure that's exciting, huh? Alright. Better to have clean glasses and read the Word than to have dirty glasses and not be able to see anything, huh? Yeah. Alright, let's try that again. Oh yeah, that's much better. Okay. Alright, gang. Yehoshua, which is Joshua, chapter 19. And the second lot came out for Simon, for the tribe of the children of Shimon, for their clans, and their inheritance was within the inheritance of the children of Yehuda, which is Judah. And they had in their inheritance Beersheba, or Sheba, and Moladah, and Hatzor Shaul, and Bala, and Esem, and Et El Talad, and Bethel, and Hormah, and Tilag, and Beth Markbath, and Hatzor Suzah, and Beth Lebaoth, and Sharuan, 13 cities and their villages, Avon, Rimmon, Etzer, and Ashan, 4 cities and their villages, and all the villages that were all around these cities as far as Baalath Beer, Ramath, Negrab. This was the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Shimeon, for their clans. The inheritance of the people of Shimeon, was out of the portion of the children of Yehuda, Judah. For the portion of the children of Yehuda was too much for them, so the children of Shimeon had their inheritance within their inheritance. And the third lot came up for the children of Zebulun, for their clans, and the border of their inheritance was as far as Sarid. And their border went toward the sea, and Merilah, and reached Dabasheth, and reached to the wadi that faced Yakanam, and turned back from Sarid eastward toward the sunrise to the border of Kisloth Tabor, and went out towards Daberath, and went up to Yaphiyah, and from there it passed over eastward to the east of Gath Hefer toward the Eth Quetzin, and went out to Rimmon, which borders on Naoth. And the border went around it on the north side of Hanathon, and it ended in the valley of Yiphthah El. Also Katath, and Nahalal, and Shimron, and Yidalah, and Bethlehem, 12 cities with their villages. This was the inheritance of the children of Zebulun for their clans. these cities with their villages. Now remember, gang, if you want to follow along with these cities and the inheritances, if you're in the Scriptures Bible, it's on page 1250. Is a map, and that way it's a little easier to follow along to see what I'm speaking about here. You'll be able to see all the cities and where each inheritance is located and stuff. It just helps you out. Verse 17. The fourth lot came out to Issachar, for the children of Issachar, for their clans. And their border was toward Yisrael, and Kisloth, and Shunem, and Hapavarim, and Cheyenne, and Anaroth, and Rabith, and Quazin, and Abetz, and Remeth, and En-Ganim, and En-Hadah, and Beth-Petzeretz. And the border reached to Tabor, and to Shahasima, and Beth-Shemesh, and their border ended at the Yarden, 16 cities with their villages. This was the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Issachar for their clans, the cities and their villages. And the fifth lot came out for the tribe of the children of Yashar for their clans, and their border was Helach, and Helai, and Beten, and Aksaraph, and Alamelech, and Amad, and Mitzal. And it reached to Mount Carmel westward, and to Brook Shihor Libnath, and turned toward the sunrise to Beth Dagon, and reached to Zebulun, and to the valley of Yaiphtha El. Wow. Then northward beyond Beth Emek and Neiel, and went out to Kabul, which is on the left, and Hebron, and Rahab, and Haman, and Kanah, as far as Great Zidon. And the border returned to Ramah, and to the strong city Sor, and the border turned to Hazah, and ended at the sea from the coast to Akzib. And Ummah, and Aphek, and Rahab were included, 22 cities with their villages. You notice how they've got the cities, and then it just mentions the villages around the cities. It just got the name for the city, and then the villages are just, they really don't have a name. They're just like the suburbs. Alright, verse 31. This was the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Asher for their clans, these cities with their villages. The sixth lot came out to the children of Naphtali, for the children of Naphtali for their clans. And their border was from Haleph, from the terebinth tree in Namin, and Adami, Nekeb, and Yabneel, as far as Lakuim, and it ended at the Yarden. And the border turned westward to Azunoth Tabor, and went out from there toward Hukok, and reached to Zebulun on the south side, and Asher on the west side, and ended at Yehuda by the Yarden toward the sunrise. And these cities of defense were Tzdim, Tzur, and Hamath, and Rakwath, and Kinnereth, and Adamah, and Ramah, and Hatzor, and Kadesh, and Edrei, and En-Hatzor, and Uron, and Migdal El, Harem, and Beth Anath, and Beth Shemesh, 19 cities with their villages. This was the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Naphtali for their clans, the cities with their villages. The seventh lot came out for the tribe of the children of Dan for their clans, and the border of their inheritance was to Zorah, Eshtal, and Arshemesh, and Shabalimim, and Ayalon, and Yirthalah, and Elon, and Timnathah, and Ekron, and Elatek, and Gibbethon, and Baalath, and Yehud, and Beni Barak, and Gath Rimmon, and Me Yarkon, and Rukkon, with the border before Yepho. And the border of the children of Dan went out from them, and the children of Dan went up to fight against Leshem, and captured it. And they struck it with the edge of the sword, and possessed it, and dwelt in it, and called it Leshem, Dan, after the name of Dan their father. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Dan for their clans, these cities with their villages. And when they had ended dividing the land as an inheritance according to their borders, the children of Israel gave an inheritance to Yehoshua, Joshua, son of Nun, in their midst. According to the mouth of Yahuwah they gave him the city which he asked for, Timnath Serah, in the mountains of Ephraim, and he built the city and dwelt in it. These were the inheritance which Eleazar the priest, and Joshua son of Nun, and the heads of the fathers of the tribes of the children of Israel divided as an inheritance by lot in Shiloh before Yahuwah, at the door of the tent of appointment, and they ended dividing the country. Chapter 20. That was long, wasn't it? I know, trying to get through all of those towns. Whoa. And unless if you're looking at a map, it's really hard to follow that in your mind. If you're not familiar with the land, it's really hard to follow that in your mind. So I pray you all had a map to be able to look at there. Chapter 20. And Yahuwah spoke to Joshua, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, Appoint for yourselves city of refuge, of which I spoke to you through Moshe. Okay, so remember, gang, these are the cities of refuge that we talked about in Numbers 35:15. So you might want to write that reference in the sidebar here, so that way you know to connect the dots there. And when you're on your own studying and you come to this part, you'll go, oh yeah, okay, so I'll run back to that and I'll read that, and that way I know. Okay? All right. Verse 3. For the manslayer who strikes any being mistakenly, unknowingly, to flee there, and there they shall be your refuge from the revenger of blood. And he shall flee to one of those cities, and stand at the entrance of the gate of the city, and declare his case in the hearing of the elders of that city. And they shall take him into the city as one of them, and give him a place, and he shall dwell among them. And when the revenger of blood pursues him, they shall not give the manslayer into his hand, because he struck his neighbor unknowingly, and did not hate him beforehand. And he shall dwell in that city until he stands before the congregation for right ruling, and until the death of the one who is high priest in those days. Then let the manslayer return and come to his own city and his own house, to the city from which he fled. So they set apart Kadesh in Gilgal, in the mountains of Naphtali, and Shechem, in the mountains of Ephraim, and Kirath Araba, that is, Haran, in the mountains of Yehudah. And beyond the Yarden, by Jericho eastward, they appointed Betzer, in the wilderness on the plain, from the tribe of Reuben, and Ramoth in Gilead, from the tribe of Gad, and Golan in Bashan, from the tribe of Manasseh. These were the cities appointed for all the children of Israel, and for the stranger who sojourned in their midst, for anyone striking and being unknowingly to flee there, and not die by the hand of the revenger of blood, until he stood before the congregation. Chapter 21. And the heads of the fathers of the Levites came near to Eleazar the priest, and to Joshua son of Nun, And to the heads of the fathers of the tribes of the children of Yasharel, Yisrael. Okay, Yasharel is the proper way of saying Yisrael. It's called Yasharel. So, from occasion, you'll hear me use Yasharel. But I'm trying not to confuse anybody, so I've been just saying Yisrael. But actually, it's pronounced Yasharel. Okay? Just so you know. Verse 2. And they spoke to them at Shiloh in the land of Canaan, saying, Yahuwah commanded through Moshe to give us cities to dwell in with their open land for our livestock. So the children of Israel gave to the Levites from their inheritance at the mouth of Yahuwah these cities and their open lands. And the lot came out for the clans of the Kohathites and the children of Aaron the priest, who were of the Levites, had 13 cities by lot from the tribe of Yehuda, from the tribe of Shimon, and from the tribe of Benjamin. And the rest of the children of Kohath had 10 cities by lot for the clans of the tribe of Ephraim, from the tribe of Dan, and from the half-tribe of Manasseh. And the children of Gershon had 13 cities by lot from the clans of the tribe of Issachar, from the tribe of Asher, and from the tribe of Naphtali, and from the half-tribe of Manasseh in Bashan. The children of Merari for their clans had 12 cities from the tribe of Reuben, and from the tribe of Gad, and from the tribe of Zebulun. Thus the children of Israel gave these cities with their open lands by lot to the Levites, as Yahuwah had commanded by the hand of Moshe. So from the tribe of the children of Yehuda, and from the tribe of the children of Shimon, they gave these cities, which are mentioned by name. And they were for the children of Aaron, one of the clans of the Kohathites, who were of the children of Levi, for the lot was theirs first. And they gave them Kirath Araba, that is Hebron. Araba was the father of Anak. Remember that place? Yeah, that's the place that they gave to Caleb, and Caleb was 85 years old and said, let's go slay some giants, boys. All right. In the mountains of Yehuda, with the open land surrounding it. And the fields of the city and its villages they gave to Caleb, son of Jephunneh, as his possession. But to the children of Aaron the priest they gave Hebron, with its open land, a city of refuge for the manslayer, and Libnah, with its open land, and Yatir, with its open land, and Eshtemoa, with its open land, and Halon, with its open land, and Debir, with its open land, and Ain, with its open land, and Yattah, with its open land, and Beth Shemesh, with its open land, 9 cities from those 2 tribes. And from the tribe of Benjamin, Gibeon, with its open land, Geba, with its open land, Anathoth, with its open land, and Almon, with its open land, 4 cities. All the cities of the tribes of Aaron, all the cities of the children of Aaron, the priest, were 13 cities with their open lands. And the clans of the children of Kohath, the Levites, the rest of the children of Kohath, even they had the cities of their lot from the tribe of Ephraim. And they gave them Shechem with its open land in the mountains of Ephraim as a city of refuge for a manslayer, and Gezer with its open land, and Kipzaim with its open land, and Beth Horon with its open land, 4 cities. And from the tribe of Dan, Eltekeh with its open land, Gibbethon with its open land, Ayalon with its open land, and Gath-Rimmon with its open land, 4 cities. And from the half-tribe of Manasseh, Tanakh with its open land, and Gath-Rimmon with its open land, 2 cities. All the 10 cities which their open land, with their open lands were for the rest of the clans of the children of Kohath. And to the children of Gershon, of the clans of the Levites, from the other half-tribe of Manasseh, they gave Golan in Bashan, with its open land as a city of refuge for the manslayer, and Bishatorah, with its open land, 2 cities. And from the tribe of Issachar, Kishon, with its open land, Daberoth, with its open land, Yarmuth, with its open land, and En-Ganim, with its open land, 4 cities. And from the tribe of Asher, Mishal, with its open land, Abdon, with its open land, Helkwath, with its open land, and Rehob, with its open land, 4 cities. And from the tribe of Naphtali, Kadesh in Gilgal, with its open land as a city of refuge for the manslayer, and Hamath Dor, with its open land, and Kortan, with its open land, 3 cities. All the cities of the Gershonites, for their clans, were 13 cities with their open land. And to the clans of the children of Merari, the rest of the Levites, from the tribe of Zebulun, Yokneam, with its open land, Kortah, with its open land, Dimnah, with its open land, Neth-Halal, with its open land, 4 cities. And from the tribe of Reuben, Betzer, with its open land, Yasah, with its open land, Kedemoth, with its open land, and Methaath, with its open land, 4 cities. And from the tribe of Gad, Ramoth in Gilead, with its open land as a city of refuge for the manslayer, and Mahanaim, with its open land, Heshbon, with its open land, Yezer, with its open land, 4 cities in all. All the cities for the children of Merari for their clans, the rest of the clans of the Levites, were by their lot 12 cities. All the cities of the Levites within the possession of the children of Israel were 48 cities with their open lands. Each of these cities had its open land surrounding it. So it was with all these cities. Thus Yahuwah gave to Israel all the land of which he had sworn to give to their fathers, and they took possession of it, and dwelt in it. And Yahuwah gave them rest all around, according to all that he had sworn to their fathers, and not a man of all their enemies stood against them. Yahuwah gave all their enemies into their hand. Not a word failed of any good word which Yahuwah had spoken to the house of Israel. All came in. And that's the end of chapter 21. Ooh, oh, those cities. Man, they're tongue twisters. Whah. Yeah. Okay, so now we have the land of Canaan split up amongst the tribes of the children of Israel. So everybody can just go to their land and make homes for themselves and grow vineyards and olive yards, and everybody can worship Yahuwah together at the congregation where the tent of appointment is at Shiloh. Praise Yah. Praise Yah. They pulled it off. And they didn't end up wandering in the desert again. It was quite a journey, wasn't it? It was. It was a long journey from Exodus all the way to where we're at now. Long journey. Imagine being on that journey. But as we saw, not any of their garments showed any wear. Their sandals didn't wear out on their feet. They had everything that they needed. They were eating the bread of Yahuwah, the manna. And it wasn't until they crossed the Jordan that all that was cut off, and now they got to fend for themselves. They got to take care of themselves now. So it's up to them, as long as they follow Yah's laws. His commandments and his judgments and his statutes. They'll be just fine as long as they do that. Well, we'll see how long that lasts, won't we? Alright, gang. That's all I've got for today. I will see y'all tomorrow night for our last study in the book of Yasher. We'll finish Yasher tomorrow night, and then we'll finish Joshua on Shabbat. So both books will end basically at the same time. Okay? And that will complete both of those studies as we did a side-by-side comparison between the book of Yasher and the book of Joshua. Let me know what y'all think. Okay? Okay. That's all I got, gang. Y'all have a great night. May all of you that are seeking knowledge and wisdom through Yahuwah, our Elohim, be blessed. Take care, all. We'll see you later. Shalom.